Our third inductee into the Hall of Fame in the racing category didn't start building his legendary reputation with Corvette. It was with Nissan in 1991 that Johnny O'Connell started racking up wins at Sebring and Le Mans. Well, by 2000, Nissan had pulled out of racing, so Johnny was looking for a permanent gig.
He came on board in 2001, and that was really the start of our dominance with Corvette Racing. And don't be letting that go to your head. But the Rolex 24 Daytona in 2001 was a real breakout time for Corvette Racing, and that was Johnny's first race with us.
Johnny credits Doug Fehan with the best piece of advice ever given him for a successful racing career. 3 rules: don't hit anything, don't break anything, and stay on the racetrack.
I looked at it as a privilege and an honor to be part of a program for which he drove. As I stand here in Sebring at the 12 hours, I'm looking at the tower, the Sebring Hall of Fame, his name prominently displayed on the side of the building. There's a reason for that. Because when you look at road racing history in the United States of America and at Le Mans, one name stands out above all the rest: Mr. Johnny O'Connell. Victory after victory, from cars that were open-wheeled, open cars, to obviously his very storied career in Corvette. He excelled at every level, in every vehicle, at every venue he raced.
You know, in this short time, we couldn't possibly list all of Johnny's career wins. But here's a quick sample. In Sebring, he has an overall victory and 8 class titles. He's the overall winner of the Rolex 24 at Daytona, a 3-time ALMS champion with 38 ALMS wins, ALMS records for most starts, most podium finishes, most top 5 finishes, and most top 10 finishes.
It's a great thing for Johnny. It's a great thing for all of the drivers, I think. You know, Johnny drove, raced, won many races for Corvette Racing. I think he's actually, got the most race wins, I think, in Corvette Racing, in a Corvette. So, he's obviously been unbelievably successful. He's a great guy, great character. Someone who's a bit larger than life at times, you know. He's always a good person to sit next to at dinner. Always got a great story. And, he was a super fast race driver. It still is. I mean, he's still competing and racing out there for Cadillac, another great GM brand.
Personally, I've had the privilege of him being my teammate for a bunch of years, both in GT1 and in GT2, and I've absolutely loved it. It's a fantastic guy.
A guy that's had a lot of history with Corvette Racing and a lot of success, and has been a big part of that success with Corvette Racing over the years. So certainly well-deserved.
We can look back and be very proud that we're part of that, the initial history making for Corvette Racing, and really cool to have shared it with a driver like Johnny, very passionate, hardworking, and we stayed together as a team for a lot of years.
This is a man who deserves to be in the Corvette Hall of Fame. He is a great addition to what we achieved at Corvette, and there'll be no greater name in this hall than Mr. O'Connell.
A lot of races together, lots of highs, lots of lows, few tears, and wet seats.
Our final inductee into the National Corvette Museum's Hall of Fame 2013, Johnny O'Connell.